Hello, I am Trisha and my assigned topic is about emotional intelligence. So this is a research about a study on emotional intelligence at workplace written by Dr. Kania and Dr. Shanti. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to perceive, control, and evaluate emotions. So some researchers suggest that emotional intelligence can be learned and strengthened while others claim it as an inborn characteristic. A number of testing instruments was developed to measure emotional intelligence, although the content and approach of each test varies. So if a worker has a high emotional intelligence, he or she is more likely able to express his or her emotion in a healthy way and understand the emotions of those he or she work with, thus enhancing relationship and performance. Emotional intelligence is not being soft, it is a different way of being smart. Having the skill to use his or her emotion to help them make choices in the moment and have more effective control over themselves and the impact on others. Emotional intelligence allows us to think more creatively and to use our emotions to solve problems. The emotionally intelligent person is skilled in four areas. These are identifying emotions, using emotions, understanding emotions, and regulating emotions. So the objective of the study is to examine the determinants of emotional intelligence of employees at the workplace and to know the extent of employees' awareness towards emotional intelligence. The research method is the studies are descriptive in nature. Relevant data has been collected from both primary and secondary sources of information. Random sampling method was used to collect data from 150 respondents in the organization. The data was collected through a structured questionnaire which was divided into two parts. The first part was the respondents was to reveal their personal characteristics like education, income, marital status, and social status. And for the second part of the questionnaire, emotional intelligence level of employee constructed by Goffman was used. That was for the primary sources, and for the secondary data, journals and article research report was used. Now for the results and discussion. So the researchers found out the following determinants of emotional intelligence in the workplace, and these are the relationship factor, adaptability factor, initiative of the employee, responsibility factor, leadership factor, team building, loyalty factor, emotional competence, and empathy towards employee. And for the second part, employees' awareness toward emotional intelligence. So many people are disconnected from their emotions, especially strong core emotions such as anger, sadness, fear, and joy. This may be the result of negative childhood experiences that taught you to try to shut your feelings. But although we can misrepresent, refuse, and numb our feelings, we cannot eliminate them. They are still there, and whether we're aware of them or not. Unfortunately, without emotional awareness, we're unable to fully understand our own motivation and needs, or to communicate effectively with others. The employees are asked to give awareness towards emotional intelligence at workplace at various situations. So, as you can see in the table 1, awareness towards emotion, there are 61.3% of employees are able to identify and understand the cause of their emotions, and 20% of employees don't understand their emotions, whereas 18.7% are able to understand only sometimes. For the table 2, control over emotions, 52% says that that they could not control their emotions always, and 34% of respondents are able to control their emotions, whereas 14% of employees lacking control in it. So for the table 3, ways of controlling emotions, 41.2% of employees control their emotions mainly by distracting in some other activity or becoming busy. Next is 20.7% of employees control their emotions naturally without any effort of its own and also by taking deliberate effort. And 17.3% of employees control their emotions by the way of getting counseling by someone. Lastly, for the table 4, colleagues' emotion, 65.3% of employees understand their colleagues' emotion, and of which 34.7% of employees do not understand their colleagues' emotions. So based on the research, it suggests that, most of the respondents are only average of their emotional competencies. Therefore, it is suggested that regular programs at work should be held by the training and development team in order to improve the level of emotional intelligence, thereby developing superior performance at work. So the following are the suggestions. and recommendations. First is the management should provide adequate recreational facilities to the employees, which helps the superior and subordinate relationship and mainly reduce job-related stress. Next is the management should ensure effective utilization of manpower. Open sessions within every department can be made as a regular practice every week to know and understand the views of the employees. It can be used to solve workplace hurdles, and it may also serve as a source to get new productive solutions. For better organizational climate and culture, the company must start hiring emotionally mature person and must develop the level of emotional intelligence among the existing employees, thereby enabling them to face and overcome tremendous challenges at work. Emotional intelligence has gained good recognition among the individuals, but still the awareness among all employees should be increased. Emotional intelligence must be promoted among employees and managers by regularity conducting emotional competence training program. And lastly, the leaders of the organization must develop emotional stability to ensure the physical and mental health of the self and of the serving organization. For the next part is the conclusion. Emotional intelligence plays as an important role for employees in an organization. This paper has made a better understanding about the various reasons for emotion and better control over emotion. Handling emotion is an important requirement for an HR for himself and among employees as well. This will help to increase organizational commitment and improve productivity, efficiency, retain best talent, and motivate the employees to give their best. The study confirms that both emotional intelligence and work-life balance together creates organizational success and develop competitive advantages for organization. Understanding the potential of the talent that the employees and ensure the difference that employees bring to the workplace and value them to make it a part of organization success. The workplace should be better so that employees can have a better teamwork, find solutions for problems, enhance job responsibility, group missions, challenges, routine work, self-confidence among workers. Emotional intelligence will bring in better adaptability, empathy towards employees, leadership qualities, group rapport, participative management, decision-making, and understanding among colleagues. Most of the organizations nowadays are taking those employees who are emotionally intelligent so that they can face workplace problems easily and they can become more productive for the organization. Emotionally intelligent organization can be made through organizational strategies, leadership skills, developmental programs, self-awareness, and self-management tools. The researcher from this study concludes that emotional intelligence is a link at every point of workplace performance, and it is of utmost importance nowadays. Hence, to be successful in life, emotional intelligence plays a virtual role. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you for listening.